Hey everybody, Dawn McGee here, your wellness strategist and nutrition evangelist, and I am back from my whirlwind trip to Athens and Croatia. What a fabulous trip. And yeah, the post-trip blahs, they are real. I would love to still be in Croatia or Athens or touring around another city for sure. Taking cooking classes, going to visit wineries, seeing the sights, walking a million steps each day. All right, not a million, but it certainly felt like it some days. Um, and so I've got systems to address that too, right? Everything we do in our life can be broken down into systems. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things, especially if we're intentional about how we're living and what we're doing. So, coming back from a trip, what do you want to do? I want to book my next one. Well, one of the things that I do is I help health pros learn how to live the lifestyle that they want with the business that they want. And for me, maybe not for you, but for me, that means having travel to fun places throughout the year. And I do a lot of my travel based on, food and fun culinary experiences. I love to tell people that I travel by stomach. They always giggle, but they know what I mean for sure. And so I'm working on planning my next two trips for next year. Portugal with my son in the spring and Lake Como in the fall. Both of them are going to be culinary retreats. And yet I want more. And so what did I do? I joined a travel club, which means that I'll get to do other amazing excursions and experiences as part of that with other people who want to do the same. And you may have heard earlier this month, I keep my business running smoothly while I'm gone. So the systems that I use for keeping my business running smoothly, I do my videos every week. I work with my VA team to get my posts going and my blogs posted, and I edit while I'm on the road, right? We have the technology so that it doesn't really matter where I am physically. I can do whatever I need to do wherever I am, generally speaking. Um, and the other thing that I will share with you that is so important is changing your environment changes your focus. Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. If you want to change how your head is, change your physical state of being. So I changed for a couple of weeks. I was in a different place doing different things with new people, and I came back with all sorts of amazing creative things that I will share with you over the next couple of months. Stay tuned for a really great document about the systems that will make a difference in your business and your life that every health pro needs. But for now, I want to talk a little bit more about this travel club that I just joined because it's one of the things that brings me joy. I love to travel. I love to see new places. Love to meet new people. I love to try new foods. All of those things are now going to be a little bit more possible, a little bit easier by being part of this travel club. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. I'm happy to share the information about it. And if you're a health pro and this resonates with you, well, maybe you want to join too. Maybe this is something you want to add to your business because life is short, right? If you've been following along with me this year, you know that there's been a ton of stuff in my personal life that has really highlighted and illustrated how short life is. And nobody, as the saying goes, nobody sits on their deathbed and says, I wish I worked more. They wish that they had spent more time with family. They wish they had done more fun things. And so that's what I am intentionally incorporating into my business more and more. And you've seen it going forward, incorporating the things that matter to me. Now, the things that matter to me aren't necessarily going to be the things that matter to you, but sit down and write out what matters to you. What do you want to incorporate more of into your life and your business, and how you're going to do that going forward. If you want some help figuring out how to work that in, I'm here for you. I've got some single sessions on my calendar that you're welcome to book. And we'll start to turn those pages one at a time, right? Just like how we manage our health with food, improving 1% at a time, step by step. It's the same thing that we do for our businesses. We've got a goal, we begin with the end in mind, and we take step by step, one piece at a time, until we get where we're going. Now, don't make any mistakes about this. It's not cast in stone. Along the way, there may be a fork in the road, and you get to choose whether or not you take it or stay on the same path that you've been on. There have been lots of pivots and changes and shifts in my business over the dozen plus years that I've been in business, and that's okay. Because if I had stayed on the same path that I was 20 years ago when I became a certified personal trainer, I wouldn't be here today talking with you. Whether I'd be happy or not, I couldn't say, but I'm really happy about the path that I'm on right now. And so making those shifts to keep your joy going matters. So these are some of the systems to how to actually bring more joy into your life. I took an afternoon yesterday and went to go see my son at college. We did a little bit of food shopping because, hey, when mom's paying the bills, life is good for him. We went out and had a meal because a lot of things happen around the table, right? It spurs conversation, connection, fun, all of these things. These are the things that matter to me. So, what matters to you? Think about it, write it down. Let's put some plans in place so that you get to systematically bring more joy into your life. Last year, when I put my goals together, I said I want to have more travel. I want to have more intentional joy. And this year, even with everything else that has been going on, I was determined to keep this trip going. And I did, and it matters. So, that's my message to you today. Plan your systems for joy. What do you want more out of in your life? And let's work it in. It's not something to be done later. It's something to be done now because who knows whether or not later is ever going to come for any of us. Do it now. Until next week, as always, what I hope for you is that you live a life you love without giving up the things that bring you joy. Bye bye.